right, back again with another Implement AI video. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. As we know, there's tens, if not hundreds of new AI tools coming out every week. And so I started to dig into these different tools that I think some of the businesses from about $1 million in top line to about $50 million in top line might use and might find actually productive and might unlock some efficiencies in their business and also provide a little bit of novelty in terms of learning some of the new AI tools. So the one today I'm going to be actually doing is going to be called Google Vids. So I've been really intrigued by Gemini, all the stuff that they've come out with, because we saw OpenAI come out with ChatGPT. The whole kind of market exploded, and that kind of brought the conversational AI onto the scene, and then generative AI, and then you had Midjourney, which was the image generator. Everyone was kind of waiting to see what Google did, because I mean, OpenAI's ChatGPT has been out for a while now, and then Anthropic Claude, of course, and then they started to kind of slowly drip these things out, and they just not too long ago have been really stepping on the gas in terms of what they're releasing. So one of the big things I went over in the video the other day was Google Notebook LM, which is kind of like having your notes on steroids. We use it in some of our businesses to capture notes, organize notes, extract insights, and really inform our product decisions in terms of this, building our SaaS as well as just general business decisions. So all that being said, that's a Google product. And so Google, having one of the largest data sets in the entire world, is going to be a pretty strong contender. That's really starting to come through with some of the things that they've been releasing. So that being said, Google Gemini is basically what you're going to interface with as a user. And so today we're going to really just go through this together. If this is popular, I might just do this with some of the other tools. I'm going to look at it through a product lens and come up with some fun, creative, innovative ideas of how you can use it in your business. So here we go. All right, so let's check this out. So I am in a Google Doc basically. And first thing to go over is if you'll have access to this, right? So it took a little bit of going through. I found the feature and I heard about Google Vids, and so I was kind of doing some of this stuff, Googling it. I saw there was the top link here, of course, clicked it, and there was kind of this sign in, try Vids for work. So if your business already has a workspace, then you're in luck because you'll be able to use this. DesignX, we have a workspace, but I still had to sign up for the Gemini AI thing, which I hadn't done yet, because honestly, I've been more into Anthropic and ChatGPT. So just now starting to kind of lean into the Google suite and stack a little bit more. So that being said, you'll need to get the Gemini plan on top of the Google workspace. Once you do that, you can sign in. Once you sign in, you should see this. Okay, so now that we're here, let's just kind of walk through this together. So let's go ahead and click go. And then we can describe our video in a few sentences. So here you can see first thing, there's a few templates. If you close this, there's a little plus button down here to be able to create your first video. The really cool thing is you can actually describe your video here, but then also include files. So I might try that a little bit later, but first thing I'm gonna do, they have a couple little templates down here. So they have all sorts of really cool templates here, but we're gonna try this here. Explain top tips on how to, let's just say how to implement AI in my business operations. This will be shared as education to all employees in the company. So let's just see how well it does here. We'll click next. Of course, you could have recorded something here, uploaded some things. Of course, you can use the app menu and mention your own documents, which is pretty interesting as well. So let's click next. And then of course, it's gonna edit the outline. So that was the AI piece there. Nothing crazy. Again, implement AI. What we do here at DesignX is try to find things that are the most straightforward and actionable for companies. So it's pretty cool. So they came up with this outline here, so you can kind of see an introduction. There's different slides, importance of AI implementation. We click the edit button, change it. I can add a scene below that. I can delete a scene, benefits for the business, identify key business challenges. Let's just click next. All right, so selected design to start with. This is pretty cool. As a design thinking studio as well, a lot of times we have to do this stuff from scratch, which a lot of companies still want a custom template, but here, if you maybe don't have your brand figured out yet, this is something where it looks like you could just kind of come in here and grab something that looks pretty nice, bold or kind of more fun. I'm a fan of minimalism, so let's just go with this one here. It looks fairly minimalistic, but it's got the serif font, which looks a little fancy. So kind of shows us here the different types of slides like you would see in a normal slide deck, but really cool that it's got this motion aspect to it where you can kind of see videos loading in, very engaging. They're really cool. Definitely more fun than your average static PowerPoint. So let's just create the draft video. We'll let it do its thing here. All right, so now we are in. We have the template loaded, and of course it's just using placeholder text. I mean, I didn't edit any of this. Of course, I changed the prompt, which was helpful. Let's just see. I don't even know what this video is. So let's just see. Looks like it's using a robotic arm. So let's just say keep video. And let's see if I can, of course you can replace the video. Let's just click play and see what that video looks like actually. Okay, this is pretty cool. I'm not sure if the sound's gonna be coming through, but it's playing some pretty cool sound. Oh, interesting, it's auto-progressing through each slide. Interesting. So if I pause it, this is where, it's kind of nice. It's kind of like if you ever watch some of the keynotes with Apple, or really any keynotes these days. Apple obviously kind of were the OGs of creating awesome presentations for product launches and stuff, which everyone has copied them. So this is obviously very minimal, but very cool to see that you could just let the video do the talking, since this is, at the end of the day, a video output where you can just send the whole file. So very cool. Let's exit out of this. And they do make it really easy to edit. You can kind of see that they had a lot of different templates. They had placeholder text, and they've done a good job of giving us a lot of options to edit the document. So I'm going to select the first slide and kind of see what's editable here. So you can kind of see, you can scrub the timeline, you can reorder slides, you can click on the transitions, you can see slide in, scale, push, all sorts of really cool animations there. Of course, text selection. If I'm not a fan of this video here, actually it was a pretty cool video, but you can use your own media, stock media, upload something and do a recording. Let's see what's going to happen here. I don't have access. Let's see, allow while visiting the site. All right, here I am doubled. So you can kind of see this is pretty cool. You can actually see a little transcript here. If I were to click record, I don't know if it's going to mess my audio up, but I actually have the ability to show and hide this transcript, bigger files. If I wanted to talk, read along, have it be rolling. Once I hit record, it's just going to do it for me. Camera and screen looks like you can kind of pop down and do kind of a camera and screen share, which I'm not going to do now, so I'll probably break that. But you can kind of see, pops you down there. If you don't want the image, then it's just your voice in the screen. So back to camera, this is really cool. This whole thing with the teleprompter, very cool. So back, that's if I wanted to replace the video. Some other cool things, if we go and look at the slide, there's a bunch of different templates. We can change our template out here. Let's just for fun change this and see if it changes the whole thing, or if it's just the slide. Okay, so it just changed that slide. If I undo that, oh, it added the slide. Okay, so you can add different slides, I guess. If you want to kind of mix templates, you have, of course, the ability to change the text. You can see add a title. If we click that, pops in the title, subtitles, body text. You can see different headlines, different speaker tags. There's just a lot of really cool stuff in here. You could probably do some really fun things if you wanted to have the brand new thing pop up. Okay, so it looks like you can't change it for like when it comes in. Like I was hoping that it would cut it and just animate it from here in the timeline, but that's fine. But I mean, still, this is some really good start from nothing, put in a prompt, get the AI to do it. And again, connecting it to your data is a pretty cool thing. So recording the different videos, finding factory workers. Let's see. So it wants to help me create an image, stock media. So factory workers, let's just say robotics. Boom, got that in there, click play. Yeah, so it's kind of nice being able to see it in the screen. Yeah, and then you can choose how long you want it to be. Maybe it's only this long. Goes to tip 2. All sorts of stuff. Another cool thing is, let's just say here, we want this instead of to be a video. Let's say we keep the video, but let's actually change this. Playback options. That's kind of cool. You can do the start and end. You can loop the video. Again, motion, format options, alt text, drop shadows, positions. If I want to actually go over here and add an image, let's just say a hyper realistic robot in an office. So just for fun, add style. Let's do photography. Photography typically is more, we'll probably talk on this channel about prompting, about image prompting and things like that in the generative AI. And so photography typically makes it a little bit more hyper realistic. I also like to add hyper realistic robot in the office, or hyper realistic, the word hyper realistic as well. Let's just try to see if it can create it. So again, this is something where Google's probably just going to be continuing to catch up quickly just because of all their data and just the fact that they're so gigantic. So that's why I'm really interested to see what they do with their overall AI stack. So here is their image creator, and I don't know if it's image in 2 or 3, but their image creator is actually pretty good. It's kind of funny. Like an R2-D2 kind of freaky guy here. Let's just see how the quality of these are. I mean, pretty good, pretty high fidelity. I mean, this is pretty nice that we're kind of now in the age where you don't have to go and look through stock photo sites and get these kind of just super cheesy stock photos. Now we can get pretty cool stuff. And again, if you change some of these things, let's just do for fun, vector art, let's just do the same thing. All these little pieces add up when you're doing things in your business. So with DesignX, just a shout out, if you want to be able to kind of have a consistent brand as well as implement this AI across your business, not only the brand visuals, but also the operational efficiencies and the systems and the automation, then you can contact us. I'll put a contact down in the description. You can hit us up. But all of these pieces add up. So the voice of your brand has to do with how you prompt the AI. The actual visuals of your brand really need to be consistent with the aesthetic you're going for with your overall brand. So I'll give an example here. Let's just say you're kind of trying to be a really sexy kind of Apple, Tesla type brand. You probably don't want to have like Apple. You'd never see like a photo like this. It'd probably be more like minimalistic robot on a white background inspired by Apple design. And like, let's just do back to photography, and maybe we'll do minimalism, even though I did minimalistic, but let's just see. So I'm gonna let that do its thing. But honestly, I'm pretty impressed by the integration of this. I mean, if you look at this, this would be, if you wanted to create something like this as an average user, you're probably going to use maybe Adobe After Effects or PowerPoint. You're going to have to upload your own videos, or you're going to have to go find stock videos, but all of that's right here. And it just removes a lot of the barriers to getting started. A lot of these tools fight the kind of blank page syndrome that you get when you're trying to create. So look how cute this one is. So again, Apple probably wouldn't necessarily have this on their webpage, but I mean, how cute is that? That is just freaking cute. So it's just nice that you could do something like this, grab some text, add a title, you know, cute robot. The typography looks nice. The other thing is, if you're not a designer, it's kind of hard to know, you know, what body text you should use, what title text you should use. And they've just given kind of a nice matchup, I should say, that makes it look a lot better. It makes it a lot easier. So one thing I'd be curious is, can I change my template, customize your video style? Now it's easy to select colors and fonts that apply across all your scenes. Okay, here we go. Aha. But you can see actually, if I want to change this to, let's just say Bavis New and replace the font, let's see what happens. There we go. Yep, so it changed the font across the entire presentation. Very nice. So pretty darn cool what you can do here. You have the theme colors as well. So if we go over to the theme color, change this out. Let's just do like replace the color. Okay, yeah, so it basically, all of these different slides that were mapped to this color have been changed. So yep, here it is as well. So it was a little bit hidden, but once you get used to it, I'm sure you're fine. You click the edit button. I'm guessing this is going to pop open again if we try that. Yeah, and then of course, what you can do at the end is you can share, you can invite others to collaborate with you. All right, so that was Google Vids. Really cool, really impressed by that. Something you could implement into your business today. An AI tool by Google, powered by Google Gemini. I know I mentioned it a few times in the video, but Google is coming out with all sorts of really cool AI tools. The other day I showed you guys Notebook LM, which is like putting your notes on steroids. So definitely a powerful tool to use this Google Vids feature if you already have a Google Workspace account. And I read through some of the terms and conditions, and it is secure as far as I understand. Obviously, you got to check it out yourself, but looks like it's something you could use with your organization. I didn't show in this video, probably one of the coolest features potentially, and that's the at mention of the documents that you have in your own Google Drive for your company. So quick brainstorm, something that you could do aside from just editing the video that you just saw is create different repositories of your documents, your training documents, and things like that. You could actually at mention those in the initial prompt, and it would pull all the different content for potentially onboarding employees or presentations to customers, or potentially even, I'm going to try this actually later, uploading a proposal and seeing if it'll actually walk through a proposal or walk through the actual brand story of DesignX, things like that. So really, really powerful, powered by AI, not too intimidating. If you want us to implement AI for your business or organization to find efficiencies, save you cost, and help 10x your revenue, let us know. You can hit us up in the comments and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow for more.